So my topic today is how to play a marimba. Okay. So the first marimba recorded is the ancient marimba in Africa. The legend is told that the marimba was created by the xylophone was created by a goddess named Marimba, and it has gourds attached to it at the bottom to make the sound come out. It did not become the modern day marimba until it was used in Central and South America. And these are examples of modern day marimbas. The different techniques that can be played with the marimba, you can play with the 2-mallet technique, a 4-mallet technique, or a 6-mallet technique. The most common techniques used are the 2-mallet technique and the 4-mallet technique. All right, and before you're able to learn how to play a marimba, you first have to learn how to read the music that is used to write marimba music. So usually marimba music is written with the treble clef. So the bottom note, the lowest note on the lines is an E note, and the highest note on the lines is the F note. According to musicnotes.com, the best way to learn how to read music is to remember that the space notes spell out face, and the line notes is every good boy does fine. And then you also have ledger notes that would go under the ledger lines or above. So the best way to know these is to just remember which notes are which. There is not really an easy way to remember how or what these notes are. And then once you learn how to read the music, you're able to go to the marimba and to play the music. But before you're able to play the music, you have to know which key is which note. So once you figure out that the middle C is right here, you're able to know just about every note on the keyboard. And it goes, so since it is from A to G on the alphabet, so you'd start at C, and then it goes D, E, F, G, A, B, C. And then, of course, you have your flats and your sharps at the top. Okay, and then the height of the marimba is also very important, because if it is too low, then you won't have the right technique for hitting the keys, and if it's too high, you also will not have the right technique for hitting the keys. The height of the keyboard needs to be at your waist, so that your forearms are at a 90-degree angle. All right, and then the grip and stroke of your mallet is also very important. With the 2-mallet technique, you have to be able to give a piston motion, and you have to hit it and come up real hard real fast, because if you stay on the note, it dampens the note and it doesn't let it ring out as loud. And then with the 4-mallet technique, the most important part about the 4-mallet technique is the placement of the mallets in your hand. So the first mallet is used the same way, or is placed in your hand the same way as the 2-mallet technique. And then the third mallet is in between your ring finger and your middle finger. And then once you know how to put them in your hand, you have to know how to use them. So after you put them in your hand, right, you're able to do like a doorknob movement with your wrist, and you're able to use one mallet at a time without hitting both mallets. Because if you hit both notes and you only needed one note, it'll make the music sound wrong. All right, and once you've mastered the 4-mallet technique and the 2-mallet technique, you've pretty much mastered all standards that you need to get into any concert/symphony band. Knowing how to read music and knowing where the notes are on the keyboard while also mastering the 2- and 4-mallet technique is pretty much all you need to know to master the keyboards. Unless you want to master the 6-mallet technique, but that is outside of my knowledge. 448.